Welcome, RPG Limit Break fans, to the Final Fantasy Randomizer Lefeinian Ladder Gold Medal Championship three-way bout between Ale, Windfox, and Maddie. My name is David Hawk. With me in the booth today and handling restreamer duties is Oslotto with our tracker duo of Sofnum and Ghost Pirates. Oslotto, what are we looking at here? I only see two party members each side.
Boy, oh boy, this is what we're in for. So they got a forced fighter and one of their choice. Now, recruitment is turned on. So we will go over what we have. That fighter has a hurt undead, plus 20 MDef, but you're starting with less 150 gold. That's not too bad. If the thief makes its appearance, they have plus 10 vitality, plus equip axe, minus 15 HP. The black belt has clean magic, plus 800 GP and minus 10 agility. I don't think you'll be seeing that. The red mage has elemental magic, plus 15 luck for the easy run. Minus 1 hit percent per level, that's not too bad. That white mage, though, plus heal 2, resists time and lightning, but no invis 2. And that black belt that you see on the screen has plus 20 vitality, plus 20 HP, but will never take a ribbon. These are ale seeds, just to let everybody know. So be prepared, there are unrunnables.
Yes. In fun fact here, we had the forced melee character, so they all had to take that warrior, but they did have free reign. They could have gone dual melee, but it looks like they chose a caster on each for their second. As you said, we have recruiting going on, but recruiting only works when you find the things to recruit, and when we have an entrance and floor shuffler enabled, the only things they know where it is, well, that's Canaria itself.
That's true, and bearing in mind, you can only replace nuns at the tavern, so they are locked in with that fighter, and both Maddie and Windfox are locked in that red mage, Ale locked in the black mage. So this is what they're going to have for the get-go. So this should be interesting. They did get a free canoe, and they do get a free bridge to start, so at least you got some maneuverability around. As David's pointed out, it is an entrance and a floor shuffle, which will be oh so fun. And it's a shard hunt. Did we mention it's a shard hunt?
28 shards required to get into a mid-topher, so they're at least giving themselves a little bit of safety after the run goes. But of course, the one fun thing I gotta note for the map, we have extended open progression, so they can basically loop the entire inner sea, as well as docks to Canaria, or to Cardia Isles, and the desert and Onrag continents.
Yep.
So they can go basically anywhere without an airship except for Gaia and Lefein.
That they can. This will be much fun. It'll be interesting. It's an ale seed, so I see we're gonna have to do some syncing here. This Windfox is a little ahead of everybody, and Ale's a little ahead of everybody as well. So we're gonna pause up these our runners here. Wait until we get everybody nice and in sync here. Thankfully, the music's coming from Maddie tonight, so we get to listen to the great sound of this Final Fantasy theme.
Honestly, has been my phone ringtone for about 7 years.
Alright, there we go. So let's get this all squared away.
Interesting, Ale going up towards Toph before going in, checking magic. We see Newt and Zap in level 1 black. Ooh! Toph is Toph, as well as heal 3 at level 1 white, so good stuff. And oh, that's why Ale went up there. He's got a stockpile of explosives.
He certainly does. Oh, but an unrunnable pack right off the get-go.
Yeah, that should be a point. We have a set unrunnable encounters anywhere from, I believe, 11 to 24% unrunnables. This is,
now,
we're going to see a lot of can't get aways.
Did you see that magic that was sitting there?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did indeed.
I just want to put out that I did not roll this seed, so the heal 3, harm 2, and the nuke, and the quake, and the rub. Ooh, Maddie gets bodied by those wizards.
That hallway heat coming in to chip away. Blast gets the wizard down for Windfox, so that's some good experience. Level 5 on his 2-man party to start.
Yep. And Ale finds
Ale
Matoya.
makes it through the hole. Yep. Yeah, that's something to check when they get the crystal. Bane sword is nice to see. Not a weapon to wield with that negative roll, but that is a free Bane cast.
We should also note that they made some changes to the weapon rolls. They are anywhere between -4 and +3, excluding the Masa. But I think you and I both know where the Masa is.
Is it behind an X chest with a robot guarding it?
Did that surprise you?
Not at all.
Although I don't know what Ale did this time. Ale is a big fan of that. No! Warmech is not guarding it. It is loose in the world somewhere. So the only items that are in the pool are the power bonk, a ribbon, a defense sword, and the greatest sword in the game, the Vorpal. So be on the lookout for that Vorpal.
Now, speaking of incentive item locations, every single one of the Fiend dungeons is incentivized but randomized. So that's fun. Sky includes Mirage in that.
Yep, that's...
we also have both the incentive in Marsh as well as Marsh Locked.
Marsh Locked.
That's something to look forward to.
Bridge boss. Yeah, you
First
don't...
bridge boss encounter by Ale.
You don't tend to see the Marsh Lock turned on, and these are random on the Fiends. Like, it's not even like random post-rot or random Sky. It's full-on random.
Looks like Montoya's Cave is Titan's West, or East, pardon me. That's, could be a nun, could be something. I mean, Titans I don't believe is incentivized, so...
I will take a quick peek. Titans is not. Only Marsh Cave is incentivized. Ice Ordeals, not incentivized. So you will not be seeing an Ordeals play.
Yes. When they find Ordeals, they'll just say no.
Pretty much. So, Ale walking into Provoca, and it's Provoca. Well, folks, they're not all winners.
I've rolled 2 primary early encounter locations. It's just vanilla. It feels bad.
I tell you. Like I said, I did not roll this one. I held no responsibility. But, I mean, Ale has a high explosive in his back pocket. And it's probably about to... Never mind. He's got a microwave instead. Towns aren't shuffled, apparently. That makes sense.
Well, that makes me feel a little better. I'm only 1 for Conquer Many, and that's the vanilla ship. Okay.
Now you're back in the hole. Now you're back in the hole again. Windfox, meanwhile, has discovered the greatness of Topher being Topher. Maddie using the Zeus Bonk on some pirates.
And Ale found Chain +2. That is huge, because that's usable for the Fighter and the Red Mage.
Sure is. Doesn't have one, though. Bigger note. Did you notice that the item shop is closed?
That's hilarious.
This is a modified capitalism now. Now, there will be one item shop open, and that'll be the item shop that contains the item shop item. That one will always be open unless it's the caravan, in which case, it's all moot. And we see Ale using those smokes for a free run. And that will work on unrunnables. Fun fact, does not work on the Fiends in Topher. Tried that, didn't work. You just go back to the square you came from.
Did notice that level 2 magic, we saw Quad X at level 2 as well as Gear 4. That Quad X, if I didn't say earlier, the power words set to 300 for threshold, so that is incredibly potent.
You are correct, they are not the 600 variety, they are the 300 today. I see Lip 3 in there as well. Windfox finding at the dwarves is Mirage. So he's gonna get... Ooh. Nope, don't want to fight that. Don't want to fight that. That's not fun. But he's got the Phoenix down, so he can...
things.
Yeah, he can revive.
Level 5 Black Magic, we saw Brack. I mean, that's cool to see, and Lock. And, Chimera's doing their thing.
Fade, Exit, and Wall, all at level 3 white. You really want a white mage at this point. Oh! Ale, come on. But oh, Roostic. He's in Mermaids. He's found a Light Axe -3, which is not great. But Ale, do us all a favor, my friend. You know what to do. You know she's hiding something good.
I mean, this could also be incentivized. She might be hiding the treasure.
That's true. Ooh, gold +2. That's good for that. That black wizard would like that. Meanwhile, Maddie also hanging out with the mermaids. Windfox getting bodied by a group of 4 vampires. So we haven't seen the incentive yet.
Windfox is just trying to run through and find a way through this encounter table and is not getting that much luck.
And there you go. Bubbles, guarding the dragon armor, +2. Once again, the Bubble Soda Co. would like to thank Ale for helping to keep the world refreshed. Meanwhile, Carry Cream Soda, coming soon to a store near you. With a ribbon! Whoo! Mermaid's paying off. No. Sorry, Ale. That black mage will never wear a ribbon.
Elfin Castle, being mermaids, stocked to the teeth.
Yes, sir.
And Windfox makes it into greater than less than finding our first shard.
And a pro ring. But the problem... Oh! Well, never mind.
Big stick acquired, and he is the only runner so far who's gone there, so he's got that early access to that big stick.
Yes, sir. Now he's got to get it out. There he goes. He's using the smokes.
Blasting that one, just wants to get out of the fight and get some experience with it. But sadly, we don't have escape ropes. This isn't Pokemon.
We do not, but that's a big get. That early Masa for Windfox as the only runner to go and grab it. That's big. Now, to be fair, this is Shard Hunt. It would not surprise me if Ale and Maddie end up here as well.
Life 2 and Ruse at level 4 white. That's some pretty spicy magic for that level 3 and level 4. And Bahamut's at
Northwest Castle?
Northwest Castle.
Yeah, I mean, if you get the tail, that's pretty good. Ale, meanwhile, going back to... Ale has maxed his parties out. He's picked up 2 red mages to go full nuke strat.
I agree.
This is a legit play. He knows the magic. Maddie, going to Marsh. Did Windfox...
He knows the magic.
Did Windfox get bodied out?
No, Windfox made it out, saved, and is running back in.
Excellent play on his behalf. To see what some... Because those packs of vampires are cruel.
They are cruel, but they're also very good early experience.
That they are. Oh, he's found Volcano Floor 2. Sorry, Floor 3.
Ale finding Bahamut, thinking, is Bahamut's treasure hoard enabled?
It is.
It is. There's an incentive item right behind him, and a bunch of other chests that could hold shards and that stuff.
Black shirt. That's not bad. Did Maddie not go... Oh, another... There's the ribbon. And the canal. He is free. Ale, the first one to get free of the Inner Sea. Ice -4 is not bad, but man, that feels bad.
Yeah, move the chain armor onto one of his casters. Gets the ribbon on a caster as well. This is actually pretty solid kit for not having to buy any of it.
He's got a nice ice sword as well.
Most of it, at least.
Ice coral, 2 ice swords, a coral sword. Yeah, Ales. Now again, Windfox does have that Masa. That's huge.
Windfox, not having gone to Provoca, has not got the ship and just gonna have to loop the Inner Sea at this point. Alright.
Yeah, Ale's gonna check it. I imagine he's gonna get his big stick too. Ooh.
Meanwhile, Maddie down into Crescent.
Yeah, the thing that concerns me is that Maddie did not... Walked in, saw Bahamut, and left. So, no canal. Windfox has his canal, but still no ship.
Temper at level 6, not a great place to see it.
Yeah, it's not great. Okay, Sage's Gift Chime. That's good. I do not believe we have Shuffled Chime access on.
Oh, we do.
We
so,
do?
Fortunately for
fine.
us, that does prevent the bonk.
Well. So Ale's gonna walk in, find his big stick. Gets himself a shard, silver, pro ring, saber, and Masa. And Ale's a happy person. Because that's going right on that fighter.
Now, sadly, putting good swords on those red mages is kind of a moot point because they have the reduced hit strat or hit count, but you've got tons of explosives and smoke bombs to throw, you got tons of nuke charges to let out. Not really gonna matter.
And those red mages also came with free elemental magic as well. Element plus magic, so that's the 3s.
That is excellent sweeper potential across the board. And hey, can't buy any level 8 spells, but it's a red mage. You don't get level 8 spells.
Nope. Unfortunately, that is not there. It is, I mean, don't get me wrong, it could be there. But we just haven't
Compared
coded
to
that
what
yet.
Windfox had to do, Ale, having Exit acquired, having already gone down to Elfwood and bought it, makes quick work of getting into and out of that cave.
Yep, now it looks like he's heading down to Marsh. And Maddie right behind him. And Maddie's going to make... Oh, no, maybe not.
By the powers of encounters, they trade spaces and places and things.
Nope, Ale refusing to go to Marsh at this
I
junction.
think Ale had already...
Oh, it's ordeals. Oh, it's not incentivized. This is... Oh, dear.
Maddie might just want to take this to try and find some good items, but you don't have warp, and it's just a kind of waste of time in many cases.
Yeah, there's not a lot of... the chest density in here is actually quite poor. There's only 4, 8, and 9, and 2 of them are linked. Windfox, meanwhile, has made his way to the mermaids.
Windfox, hopefully doing what you want him to do. We all hope he will do.
Well,
Maru's one, but that's not the right one.
That's the right one. Thank you.
There you
Once again, the Bubble Soda Co. would like to thank Windfox for helping to keep the world refreshed. Once again, if you like it, cheer for it, buy it in stores. Coming to a caravan near you.
Ale, currently in what is normally Titan's East, turns out to be C-Split, finds an unrunnable Naga water pack, takes that out, and is heading towards the mermaid side. It is Volcano Armory.
That's not bad. That's a high-density chest zone. And so
good probability of getting the incentive item out of Random Volcano.
Took the words out of my mouth. This is the most likely place to find it. Although, to be fair, if it ends up anywhere, you know it's going to probably end up in the worst possible place.
Oh, the one Ale is at right now?
Yeah. Or it'll be in the trap chest on carry floor.
Maddie losing two party members in this potentially unnecessary and ill-advised dive through ordeals as Windfox is making their way down to Crescent.
Okay, well Maddie's already been to Crescent, so at this point, so far Ale has come up bust. He's found a shard. That's not bad, but so far nothing real great.
So, Windfox, not having been to Provoca, does not have the ship, so you can only imagine Windfox is going to go to Volcano and Ice, and then just loop around to Provoca. So we will get those looks before any of our other runs would even consider it.
Most definitely. So far, Ale has not found anything... Oh, and that trap tile's garbage. And Maddie looks to... I don't see anything great coming out of here. Okay, Elbow -4 is not bad, but... Was it worth the dive? I don't know.
So, Windfox did pick up a recruit. He is gone with the fighter red, black, and there's a white shirt coming out of armor. That is excellent.
That is huge, considering that if they pick up a white mage, there's no Invis 2, and so far I haven't seen Invis 2.
I do not believe we have. We saw Invis.
Yes.
That was at level 4.
Yeah, so that tells me that it's going to be... And we've already seen level 5, so it'll be... Oh, dear. Well, Ale found where Tia lives.
Tia is at C-Split
Ale.
right side.
What did you do? Oh, is he going back for C-Split left?
Yep.
He must. Meanwhile, we're going to get our first look at what's in Volcano from Windfox. And survey says... Spider floor. Did Ale not go to the right the first time? Yep. No, he's going for Tia. Oh, he's going for the bridge.
Bane, he's got Nuke, he's got...
Yep.
It can do it. He's got the Invis, he's got
Masa.
the Rue Stick, and a Masa.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't have Fast or Temper, but...
Does he need it at
with
this point?
3 Nuke casters...
Yeah. Or he's looking for that.
I like that too.
That's a good. We've seen our old buddy, the robot chicken, today, and these nukes just kind of bouncing off him. I would like to note set RNG not turned on. Life 2 in battle, though, is turned on.
And having life too early is nice to see. And hey, it's a meat shield. It did its job.
Oh,
and
that's
nuke kills.
That's a thin Warmech and level 16, 16, 17. Unfortunately, the fighter didn't get any of that, but that is a huge level boost for Ale.
Unrunnable red R-Hydras. That's good experience as well. So
Very
he's
good.
gonna happily take that.
Well, he could have smoked out of it, but he decided against it. Yeah, that was not a very big. That's not a very big Warmech. That's a huge. That's good knowledge for Ale too, because he came in off a hard reset. He knows where it's coming up. He could literally grind it. Meanwhile,
It is
speaking
deep
of,
to get to, but that is totally doable.
it is. Speaking of grinding, what is Windfox popping an eye up on the sky floor?
Good place to find them. In fact, the only place you can that isn't the trap tile. And hey, Tia is actually Tia. We don't have a randomized fiends.
No, and unfortunately, we don't have the super alt fiends are still in beta, so we don't use them. I'm as sad as you all
Those
are.
were some high roll nukes, over 300 apiece, and that fighter actually staying alive after taking 200 plus damage. Will a Brat get the kill? No, but will nukes finish the job?
Well,
There goes the Masa Swing, does
free-
nothing. Ink coming out. That's a free turn.
free terminal. Windfox finds another Cardia inside of Volcano, which is a bust because we've already looted the whole thing.
Nuke comes out 178. This is a good example
Oh!
of the feat. Ooh, Brat gets the kill on Tia, and again, the fighter is down for the finish of the fight.
But
that is 4 shards for Ale.
yep, and that is less than 20 minutes. He's already got a fiend down. Now he just lifes up, reses up, and away he goes. Maddie, meanwhile, is also checking what's up in the sky spider floor. I don't.
Didn't see much there,
No.
but hey, shards and good encounters, not a bad thing to see.
Not at all. Not at all. So if you're AO in this situation, you got some really good knowledge right now. You know where that Warmech is. You know how quickly it spawns. You have Exit. You have Nuke. You have Amasa. All you need to find is a tail and then just grind yourself into oblivion.
It looks like trap tiles are still enabled. Normally when we do this shuffle, we disable trap tiles, so there's potential for trap tile grind too if they find one.
But I believe they are set to local formations only.
Oh, that locks us
Yep.
out of solid.
'Cause
Well, that's a pretty
good one.
to find.
That's a good one. Windfox, meanwhile, in Ice Cave. And Ale has found the slab. He's dug the slab out of sea, which is... Thavian, isn't that where it's found normally in the vanilla game? Not in this exact spot, but isn't it in sea?
Yep, the slab is in Mermaids in the loop around room.
So that's-
French vanilla slab.
Well, that's a default ship. And now you got a French vanilla slab. What other prizes do you have? Dare I ask, is the cube in Lefeinian?
You know, that would be hilarious, but normally that's where the chime is.
True, but we do know. I'm saying French vanilla here. I know the chime is normally there. The robot will probably have something stupid like, I don't know, power bonk.
The robot will have the key.
Oh, I'm gonna go with key on the robot. Let's see. Well, let's see. Yeah. Meanwhile, popping the rest of the chest. Not finding anything really great. Windfox down in ice. Unfortunately, not gonna find any great grind tiles here.
Does find ice itself,
Ah.
though, which is nice to see.
There's Q Block. Q Block is on the left side of C. Maddie getting the canal. Better get it now, because at least you have it.
They all done with that check in the Titans East. Gonna check what is in Earth, and
Earth.
it is Earth 2.
Alright, well again, we don't know where it is. Just keeping an eye out. I don't think they did it, but I remember. Did Ale put this on? Oh, we didn't put set RNG on. No, there's no legendary shops on, because I remember one of the flags he put for this year's ladder did have that.
Windfox finding unrunnable Frosties on the bottom room 6-pack tile on ice. That's fun, but use smoke bombs. Gets away.
Smoke bombs will work on anything. Just don't use it on the Fiend. Doesn't work. Take it from me.
Ale also finding that the fire armor rolled down as well, so ice and fire armor both kind of stinking it up.
Yep.
Sadly, it's only valuable pre-promotion, so when they find the tail, you already got the dragon armor, but hey.
Okay,
good shard count coming out, Windfox.
Yeah, Windfox getting a couple of shards there. That's pretty good. Meanwhile, Maddie is over in Melmond. Oh boy!
Is promotions, or is scaling based on shard count, or is it based on incentive items with these flags? I didn't check that.
Tonight, we are basing it on 8 shards or 25% per orb. So, Ale's already got his 25%. Just having the orb lit. And that would be 9 shards for Windfox.
So I just realized that ice was an ice, so that's a French vanilla ice. I prefer a macchiato. Actually, I don't. I'm not a big fan of
Oh dear.
coffees.
Oh no, Maddie's gonna go back in. She's gonna go back in. I think Maddie has, I believe, either 4 or 5 shards based on the quick look I got in the menu. Our tracker may correct me.
Think when they, what will Windfox think when they get the ship?
To be fair, if I was in his position, it would be, uh-oh, I'm a bit behind.
Well, not having found the floater and not really likely to see the floater soon is probably not going to think they were behind too bad, because it's really bad when that ship leads to something like the floater and it's like, wow, navigation. Hey, there's the cube coming out of the 4-pack.
There's the cube. So, Ale does know where Q block is, so... And... Oh, Marsh, fun. Maddie, meanwhile,
picking a bunch of link chests.
Picking up the masa. Windfox picking up his ship. So remember, keep your eye open for an item shop that's open. That one will contain your item. And to C... Ale's getting pretty high up there on shard count. Into C. Oh, into Mersh split.
Deep splits are never fun, but that is both splits found. Maddie checking, finding a dead-end Canaria Isle and her Cardi Isle, then bails out.
Okay, so that would be 5 shards for Maddie, 9 for Windfox, unknown for Ale at this point. That looks like 12, 13, 15.
Well over 3 lines.
15.
Well over 2 lines.
Yeah, I think he's 15. Chat, do not quote me on that. These guys are quick. Yeah, Soft Dumb seems to confirm 15 or 16. So, and Sarda with a bottle. Oh, that's great, Sarda. Thanks, bud. Why you keep what?
He's trying to get off the bottle. Just passes on to you.
Well, my curiosity about this is, where did he get the fairy? He lives on the top of Marsh Cave, which is buried in Earth Cave. You know what? I'm not going to ask questions.
Interesting thing. I still find it hilarious that a pirate is in Gaia, of all places.
Yeah, that always was a little weird. That and the, at least the dragon in, or the dragon in Onrak made sense. From a lore perspective. Ooh, shadows have rub. That's not fun. And lit. How fun.
Life 2 coming in play, getting back up, and Ale checking what is at the bottom of the split, and it's a dead-end Cardia Isle, so yeah, exit out. That's all of the Melman content taken care of for now. Now,
Maddie, meanwhile, is taking the same route that Ale did, which means she will end up in Volcano, and then off to what will inevitably be a Tia and probably a Warmech, because that Warmech was pretty early on in that table.
Yep, first encounter off of on the floor off of the hard reset. And Ale close proximity, going right back to Cube Lock.
Yep. Well, it was one of two things. He was going to Cube Lock or he was going to go grind on a Warmech. A little early for grinding.
Windfox about to check Marsh is going to go through Ordeals.
Okay, well, Ordeals is a bust. We know that. Not much here. And a large waste of time. You know, it's always a waste of time? Ghosts. Ghosts are a waste of time in this game. They hit like trucks, and they're not helpful.
Those non-corporeal beings just really mess with you.
Blue tile. Right, back in the volcano.
Still have not seen the incentive item in Volcano, so this is a good, the only other real good place to find it.
Otherwise, it's exactly where I said it would end up, in the carry floor.
The vanilla red D chest, that's just fun.
Right? Jerk birds. Microwave jerk birds. I prefer my jerk birds.
Tastes like teriyaki.
I was gonna say, I prefer mine fried, but you know what? Microwave. Ah, there it is. It's milk. It is the ruby.
Well, we know where one of the two Titans' entrances is. That's in Matoya's cave, so a relatively quick jump back into the inner sea.
Mm-hmm. But you might as well keep popping chests. You're still looking for shards. Windfox meanwhile makes quick work of the maze and is now gonna head up. Check these chests. Not. Oh, see, they're jerk birds. See, I told you. Oh, they're real jerk birds.
Crematorium and interesting. The Agama tile is the red D tile. They may have swapped places, maybe.
Well, again, it's local formation, so it'll grab whatever's local to the area. Okay, we're back in Mirage again. This is going deep. I like this.
Well, the cube is not there because we already got the cube out of the top sky floor with CC's and a 4 chest free pack on the left side. But Windfox, I just noticed, pulled an X-Cal -2 out of that Ordeals dive. We missed that before, and probably worth missing.
Yeah, the Opal -4 is probably the best thing to come out of there. It's not great, but it is better defense than what you normally have.
Slap it on one of those black mages that can't have a ribbon, so they at least have some extra absorb.
So that would put, yeah, Windfox still hovering without a full row, without 2 full rows. I mean, Ale right now is just putting the pedal down.
Yep, one shy,
Waterfall.
Shy of 3.
He's found himself a waterfall. So this is what I said. This will be the bonk. So let's see if it's the bonk.
I believe I said it was the key.
Key would make more sense at this point because they're starting to run out of areas to go. Oh, Maddie finds the bridge. That's a fighter. Nope, Matt. Okay, interesting.
Maddie just opting out rather than just smoke and go, but
fair enough. Windfox going to grit level 5 magic. Sees Warp and Lock 2. Both good calls.
Warp at slot 1 is actually pre-promotion learnable by all of his casters, which is huge.
Very, very much so. Exit's nice, but if you're in a C split, Marsh split, Warp is better. Jerk birds.
Unrunnable.
And there's the cremate, and they'll have stop next. Assuming anything survives.
Thankfully, Ale's at level 18 on the fighter, I believe, and 20 on the rest of the party, so he's got enough absorb to absorb all that.
And he's got a couple ribbons. It's the rod. Oh boy. That's even more fun. Another shard.
And we haven't even seen that one.
No, we have not. Another shard. Ale's starting to get... Ooh. Well, there you have it. He's got 3 rows plus 2.
The math says that's 20.
Yep. Ale is...
8 more to go.
Ale is firmly, has his foot firmly on the gas at this point. Translate the slab, because if the shards aren't shuffled, he knows where to go.
We do not have the river dock for Gaia and Lefeinian, so that is still floater locked.
Okay.
But so is everything minus the 2 Bahamut entrances in Cardia Isles.
Yes, so that could be something. Have we seen Corneria Castle yet?
No, we have not.
You know it's going to be there. It's going to be in the most... It's always in the most ridiculous place. At least when I play any of these seeds. That's where it ends up.
You know it's going to be... Both Dwarfs and Canaria Castle are going to be in the Cardia Isles.
Yep. Now, is AO going to... Yes, he is. No, I thought he was going to do the Ordeals play first.
Either way.
Yeah, he'll have to get there eventually. All right, let's see what's down in Bahamut's land. That is C... Left
side
yep.
1.
Left side 1C, yep. Which means there's nothing here, just pack it in and leave.
So,
Ooh.
stone poison coming out of the Gerwolves, it looks like?
Yeah, that's... We didn't see that before. That's highly unpleasant.
Well, thankfully, this kit they started with didn't just have Phoenix Downs and explosives and smoke bombs. It also had a good amount of stones. So they were able... Or softs.
Bahamut's a bust. There's the other side of Titans.
Not a bad time to find it, given the fact you already have the ruby.
Yep. Meanwhile, our tracker's off now. Ale goes right and up. I know, he almost has it done properly. It's up and right. He's so close.
Now we get the ordeal check.
Check the 6-pack. For Win Fox. And there's Maddie finding the stone poison.
Ale resetting out of that. I don't think we found the incentive in Marsh, so the incentive in Marsh could be in those 4 chests.
Could potentially be, but Marsh Locked is also a thing.
True.
Okay, so the question now is, does he go and check? Yes, he does, because if the item isn't here, it is in one shop somewhere. And it is not. So it is in Onrak or Gaia. So if the shop is open, nope. Okay, it's in Gaia. And he sees it right away, and he knows exactly that.
Well, Windfox actually checking the link chest on Marsh 2, finding a cabin. And there we go, we have Canaria Castle.
There it is.
We got the princess saved. It is in Waterfall. Ribbon number 3 and the key.
The key. Okay, so we're halfway. I mean, we still need to find us a loot. But the ribbon -1, pretty good considering that once again, you can't give it to a black wizard.
So that's 2 red wizards and a fighter all having ribbons for Ale. And with the key and Canaria Castle, that's another incentive item with 6 chests total here to check.
Alright, let's see what we got. Money, Mage Stick, not bad, but not great. You have Nuke, who cares? Briarbitch, money. Oxy Ale, well that's good, you're very close to Onrak.
Proximity equip or grab, just like the cube before it.
Yep, this is... Ale's routing is working out very well for him, and the game is saying, you know what, Ale? Okay, this one time we'll play nice.
I guess I like you today. What will be behind the submarine? What will be under the water?
Oh, it's
it
Marsh.
Marsh bottom.
Which is Marsh
With the
Locked.
key.
Marsh Locked is on.
He is skipping rooms with chests.
He is, but he will. But I think as soon as he comes here and realizes, and he made these flags, so he should know better. Random pure
if
potion.
This isn't the vanilla location. I will chuckle.
It's not supposed to be.
Cube acquired by Maddie.
No, it is. Okay, he's got the TNT. Now he's gonna go check.
Well, that is unexpected.
It is. No, Marsh was actually set to vanilla. Marsh was vanilla.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. As you said, he made these flags. He knew better than us.
He would. And he's got the crown as well now, so we don't... But we haven't found either of those locations.
Okay, so Marsh was vanilla. The randoms are the dungeon locations. So Earth Volcano, Sea Shrine, and Sky Palace items were randomized. So
Correct.
not everything's random.
No. So if you're AO, where do you go from here?
The desert is basically the only place he can go from here.
Yep. When Fox finding
And when
C-Split.
Fox finds C-Split.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's one thing you just hate to see. C-Split. The only thing worse than C-Split is C-Split and a Marsh Split. Because now you have divergence. And it's a
The
pain.
note-taking complexity goes higher. And Maddie finding Sarda. Gonna get Sarda's bottle.
Yep.
We find the Earth Armory past the loot or the rod plate, but not actually past the rod plate.
We still haven't found the rod plate yet. When Fox pulling that Thor hammer. But we also haven't found the incentive in Earth.
If it's the loot, that'd be a katana -3.
Totally
Doesn't even
useless.
bother to make room for it.
Totally useless in this case. He's not exchanging for any other character. He's done.
Maddie out of the Earth location dive, heading back with the cube, finds a weird sword there. Not anything better than what Ale already has going with that moss on that fighter.
Yep. When Fox gets his slab, and we'll be probably heading to Melman at some point in the near distant future to translate it. Ale gonna pop into Lich's claws, I assume.
Just raid his robes.
Yep. Meanwhile, is Maddie going? Okay, no, going to the left. Ale, another shard. More experience. And another shard. He's getting awful close, but he still has not found that loot.
Just stealing all of Lich's jewelry.
Yeah, Lich does. Oh, but he finds dwarves. Big get. And another. Ale. That's mean.
Thank you, Ale.
Come on, Ale. We don't do that around here.
Hey, the Hooray Dwarf is the Final Fantasy Hodor. He is constantly saying hooray because that is his last words. He knows the future. He's aware of the temporal loop that the entire world has been trapped in for thousands of years.
You be careful.
He's cheering your freedom.
You be careful.
You're freeing him from the temple warp.
If you roll him as an alt fiend, I warn you.
I will accept it as you will accept Bubbles.
I will look forward to carbonating Bubbles once again. So I'm trying to get a quick look at Ale's shard count. Is he maxed? Is he just...
No, he is 3 short, I believe. Ale with the crystal going down to Matoya's, which is behind Ice 1 at Canary Castle.
And just a reminder, we are looking for 28. 28 shards is our lock and go. But again, he doesn't have the loot yet.
Doesn't have the loot, and that is the minimum required. If he gets more shards, that does help him gain more levels faster. Obviously, at this point, I wouldn't mind having the charges and promoting, but
Yeah.
I'm guessing he's not going to care right now, because all the magic he's got is all he really needs.
Yep. Oh, but that's a big get. That's the floater.
The floater in the last possible place to find it, short of finding the adamant.
I don't know how he did that, but he did something.
Well, but it's not a horrible place to find it, because you just go to the right and then up or down and be right at the Ryukon Desert to dock and pick it up with your ship.
That, yes, but how did he exit out of Matoya's and end up in Corneria?
Because Matoya's is an area. It is behind the Ice Floor 1.
Thought it was in Matoya's. Thought we vanillaed another one. Well,
Nope, Matoya was Titan's east.
well, he ain't going there. He's already done that. And at 41:15, Ale is in the air. And it's not a canoe ale.
We're not playing the skyboat flags. You could have done that. but you
Although,
didn't.
best part about it is I believe there's something called Ale's Flight School in FFR Bingo. Crash into every single town.
Assert dominance.
That's one way to do it, I
No, wait,
suppose.
that's the one where you land on Topher multiple times.
Well, he's got his chime. Not that it matters, because... Well, it does, because we still don't know where Chime Lock is.
And now
We'll never know. Yeah. Now we'll never know.
But we also know Gaia has the Shav item, so what
And he-
will we have here? We got the...
Probably the loot. Or the tail. Could be the tail. Adamant. Yep. But he's got the bottle too,
He
so we
knows
can
where
pop
to
that.
get that turned in.
Yep. While he's here, he'll pop that bottle. Gets the herb, which is just more fetch questing. Yeah, I got a feeling that we're gonna be last locationing this this loot. Unless it's here, but this could be the tail. It could be the best sword in the game. Could be the power bonk.
It could be a boat. Oh wait, no, we already have that.
No, I got that. No. I'm just looking for the Vorpal. I know no one can use it, but best sword. Just best sword.
No one can use it yet. We
Yeah,
have yet
true.
to see the tail. If we see the tail, then those red mages could very well swing it with their reduced hit chance.
That's a tough sell.
Yeah, we saw the Excal, but it
Oh,
was
come-
-2.
Ale! Ale!
And it rolled up even.
That's a good weapon. That's a fantastic weapon. That is a Vorpal +2, sir. I know you have a Masa, but it's a Vorpal.
The Vanilla Masa is by far and away the best sword that's been found, and with no secondary melee character to use that Vorpal effectively, I understand.
I'll never understand it. Because, I mean, because when Fox found the X-Cal, Ale's not going to, because Ale said no to ordeals and just said, I'm done with this, because he knows it's not incentivized. So far, we haven't
Ale-
seen any other fiends, though.
That is true. That is very true. We saw Tia early-ish. Ale actually managing to get through Tia and through a Warmick fight before it, but power bonk and says no.
See what I mean? Ale's just, he's throwing away perfectly good stuff. Alright, Ale, now what are you gonna do?
I'm shocked he's going north, but then again, he hasn't done any of the inner sea stuff, so he's about to find ice and go, wait, this isn't necessary.
He should. Yeah, there he goes. He's realizing that once you find that ice floor there, it's locked in.
And then this is, I believe, a Cardia Isle
It is.
dead end that he's a Nope, yep, he already checked those,
He's checked
so
them
that's
all.
a dead end. So I guess at this point he has the Canaria or the Cardia Isles. That's basically all that's left for him to check.
Maddie had 18 shards. Thank you, Soft Numb.
Finds
Oh,
ordeals,
no, you're not-
resets out.
You're not... Ale, notes!
Oh, he's gonna go check Titans and Sarda and Titans West.
There's your Hall of Dragons, which is not a Hall of Dragons currently. Yeah.
We found the princess. The Toph was
No.
Toph, so that
Elf-
was immediate.
Elf,
And
Elf Prince is, I think, what Soft Numb's looking for.
oh,
'Cause we haven't seen that yet.
True.
There
We
it
haven't
is.
seen the castle either.
There it is. No, we haven't found Northwest
we got
either.
The crown.
We do. But is this going to be the loot, the tail, or more trash? It's the tail. Okay, he's got his promotion.
And
Yeah.
Bahamut's a rather quick trek in that airship to get to, so
Oh, yeah.
immediate promo for Ale.
That looks like where he's going. And Ale, once again, the master of the Ale Flight School. Now, unfortunately, Fight Bahamut is not on.
If it were, we would have all said Bahamut's bouncers guarding the flanks.
See, now that Vorpal is useful. You should go back for it.
It would be useful.
And if Chaos has a bunch of Absorb.
This is true because, yeah, those boss roll, the enemy scaling for this was 50 to 250 for normal enemies and 100 to 250 for bosses. So the
Yep.
bosses will never be weaker than they were and could be more than 2 times thicker than they normally would be. And hey, Quad X at the 300 does an amazing job on Astos.
And there's the loot. So Ale is in go mode.
3 shards away, but surely he can find another
Item,
fiend.
go
If he
mode.
finds, like, Kraken immediately, he's in go mode.
He would really like to find Kraken at this point. That's not Kraken, but it could be. But you know what? It's not a +2 Vorpal. which I will be questioning him on.
You know, I understand where you're coming from because decapitations are very effective ways of ending things.
Uh-huh.
But the masa is a masa.
Oh, I'm aware.
And Jerkbird's cremate really annoyingly. Windfox is dealing with this.
Yes, Windfox.
And stop.
Yeah, jerkbirds. Meanwhile, Ale diving deeper and deeper and deeper. It's now on
Finally
ball.
seeing floors with connectors that we hadn't seen before. Connector after connector onto
Earth
Earth
1.
1.
Oh, Ale. All he's looking
Maddie
for
getting-
is
Maddie
shards.
getting to Katana -3.
That's just that's a garbage sword. Okay, he's found the rod plate. I'm sure this will be helpful.
All of this for Lich. You know it's only going to be 2 shards.
Or carry. Could be carry. Although he could loot the vampire's chest and see if the vampire has anything worthwhile.
Windfox back into the C-split right side, going towards a Tia.
There's the
We
Warmech.
saw Ale beat Tia before. Warmech didn't get a lit 2 off against Ale earlier, but Ale also was able to nuke his way through.
No, he's smoking out. When Fox says no thank you to the
Tisk.
to the Warmech, even though it is a thin, we know it's a thin Warmech.
You
Yep.
say that, but Ale also rolled really good
He did.
nukes initially.
He did. It was really good. Now I have to point out, Meridian. Listen. I will. The Vorpal has saved me. The Katana has betrayed me. The Katana has betrayed me very badly. Sorry, the Masa has betrayed me very badly. Fabian can attest that. He saw it.
The Oslauto loop, or Oslauto paradox as it has been known, whether it's better to reset out of a fight or continue in a 16 damage crit loop.
29 damage crit loop that went on for, and this is no word of a lie, 99 turns, 8 minutes. Maddie needs 7 shards. Oh, look at his
And
carry.
finds Scar-
Doesn't matter.
But did find a shard,
He did.
so this is go mode.
He did. If he's got this, and away he goes. Yes, Softum, it was deterministic. I knew I would win eventually. It's just 8 minutes of holding down one button got my thumb very sore. We got
Pull
dual.
from carry doesn't do anything. Nuke coming out.
Dual
nuke
fiends.
coming out. Swing coming out, and carry survives another nuke.
Carry's
Carry
thick.
survived an entire round of 3 nukes and a Masa swing. Dark coming out does nothing.
Yeah, that Quad X will take care of it though. Bye, Carry. Yeah. Meanwhile, Windfox having
Red Mage down.
yeah, he's having a bit of a difficult time with his Tia, but his fighter is surviving. The Tia, like, that is a Masa being swung, and it's just not making an impact. Where you going, Ale? Ale. No. He was close. What, you looking for fast, I assume? Yeah, fast. Which is learnable by everybody.
The fact that it's one of the level 7 magic slots those red mages or wizards can learn is impressive.
Very, very much so. Maddie gets her key, as Ale will make the trek.
Taking the weird roundabout-ish loop to
Mhm.
find their way back to Canary.
No?
Actually,
He's making a pit stop.
is Ale going
To
to
grind?
dive and kill some Warmech?
I think he might be grinding.
Knows exactly where it is, knows how easy he can get there, because this is actually a relatively fast run despite being
Yep.
relatively deep.
And the
You
reason...
called it earlier.
Yeah, I thought he would do this. And the reason that I think he wants to do this is he wants the levels on that night to get those Life 2 charges. Because that is extra protection in battle. Yeah, he's just gonna... Yep, he's looking for it. He will find it. There it is. Fight. Nuke. Oh, fast. Nope, no fast. That's dead mage.
Well, one less character to absorb the experience, but one very, very flat mage. Life 2 for the red mage coming out fast, not having
Okay,
a charge on the red mage, so nuking there.
Okay, so we can't get life 2 on the knight, as level 4 knight spells are not turned on this flag. They're still only in beta.
The black mage apparently is the crit target. Nope, there's a red mage down. This is actually going worse for him than his initial fight when he was pre-promotion.
Sure does, which is scary. But he's got the nukes back. He should be in... There he goes. He's got it down. Whew, that's a ton of experience, though.
Indeedly do. Level 23, finally on that knight, bring it closer to
and back we go.
Closer to parity. Didn't even res up. Did he res up
Nope.
the party member there, or did he go back straight in with one party member down?
Straight in.
I approve of this. This gives him the higher XP gain on his standing characters if they can survive those initial hits.
Well, Maddie grabs TNT. Hopefully remembers that Marsh Locked is on. Does, but not the right incentive spot.
And also goes straight to the top. The trick is to do an S-curve. You go straight up, you go down on the left side of the chest area to the bottom, and then come and get the chest from below, and then you don't have an encounter tile.
Ale back at Warmech. Windfox needs 3 shards, and he's in go mode. Well, he's in shard go mode. He's still missing his key and still missing his loot.
Yep, needs to find Canaria Castle.
That Warmech had bodied that knight.
Warmech's power of stomp is real.
Always is. Ah, he's rusing up.
Vanilla flags are nuclear, 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 and stomp.
Yep, pretty much that. The vanilla Warmech is never to be trifled with. Maddie gets the crown. As Windfox goes through post-Rod Earth. And with the Phoenix Downs, Ale does not care. He's even got full heals if he needs them. Oh, okay, he's done.
He's got up to level 27 or 28 on his party. He's got fast casts now. And, yeah, he is going to say, I'm done. I'm nearing an hour. I'm into Topher.
At 54:25, he is in. That explains what he was doing. He was, Okay, so that's Kraken floor. So this is a split, so what's on the other side is going to matter. If it's Tia, I'm going to laugh. And survey says... Nope, Lich. Okay, he's definitely going Lich side.
We're going to see our first Fiend fight in Topher as Maddie's on the way towards Dwarves.
Nuke.
Nuke comes out, Swing comes out, 200 something. Yeah, that was a very thin, vanilla-ish
and he
Fiend fight.
pulled carry! Correct path is the right side.
Not having to fight Tia 2, not having to fight Kraken 2 is a
huge,
pretty sweet deal.
So, fun fact, I attempted to sneak past carry by using smokes in this battle. It doesn't actually put you on the trap tile, it moves you one back.
You can get away, but you still have to get through.
Yep, reading question in chat. Yes, there's now a mid-Topher where you can decide it's a split, so you have to fight at least 2 of the fiends, and they're randomized. So it can sometimes be Kraken into carry, sometimes it can be Tia into Lich. Sometimes you just get lucky, like Ale quad-Xing a carry. And onto the Chaos floor we go. Yeah.
Coming up on 56 something, and we will see a Chaos fight. Here we go, 56-12. So, going with Bruce Stick, going with Fast Cast, doesn't have charge. Gonna go ahead and nuke, because now Fast Cast there. Fast Cast from the Black Mage comes out before anything happens. And then the Black Mage dies, so that turn order is about as good as it's going to get. Ruse Cast comes out, Nuke 2 comes out after the Nuke 1. Not that big a damage on that. Life 2 coming out to try and bring back the Black Mage. Ruse Stick on the Knight, and Nuke coming out from the Red Mage again. Will the Black Mage survive?
Yep.
Ink, well, he will survive because Ink is a free turn. We do not have the incredibly improved Dark.
Yeah, it's a favorite flag of mine, but not many people like it. Alright, so...
Temper coming out, but the Roostick doing its job. Yep. The Knight did not take any damage from that swing.
That is full evade cap on Knight. 3 casts of the Roostick will put you at your full evade. Time to swing for the fences. Crack coming out, not going to do much. Might take out the black. No, it doesn't take out the Black Wizard.
3 ribbons and at least 1 pro ring on that party.
Well, he can't. Remember, the Black Wizard can't take the ribbon. So that was
true,
that
but
was
he
just
has 3 characters that do.
True. That was just a pure M-def. We're gonna still tempering, still nuking. I don't think there's much hope left for this. Okay, Swirl's gonna hurt, but not badly. By the way, check out the HP on that Black Mage. It took Swirl and still has over 350.
It is very bulky.
And there's the F cures coming out. Those full cures, Ale taking
Cure 4 on a pot.
Yep, taking full advantage of that. Yeah. You know what would make this faster? A Vorpal. For sure. Guys, Chaos looks like he rolled up.
Could matter.
Oh, out of nuke charges. From at least one of
Go
them.
back to tempering with the Black
Never
Mage,
mind.
But nuke gets it.
That is the end of it. GG's out in chat for Ale. Finish it with an official racetime.gg of 57-26. And will be your gold champion.
See if we can get a word from Ale as we see the floater has been picked up and popped by Windfox as well, or by Maddie, I should say.
And we should note that Ale said he was watching the hockey game at the same time, so quite impressive he managed to do all that. So we might not get him for an interview, but I'll see if we can poke him. We'll poke him and see if we can get him. Meanwhile, Maddie's in the air at, I'd say, about 58-48. We'll go with that.
And Windfox finds Canaria Castle and is about to pick up the ribbon
And the
number
key.
3 and the key. And we are joined in the booth by Ale. GG's.
Hey, thanks, Steven.
All right, Ale. There is an important question that we have to ask.
Vorpal is trash. Never taking it. There you go.
There's your answer, folks. He doesn't like the Vorpal. It could have been faster with the Vorpal. +2, my friend.
No, I'm good.
I give you the pass for liberating the Raid Dwarf.
Oh, absolutely. So we leave the Vorpal where it lies, and/or if we're forced to take it, we chuck it out a window. And the Hooray Dwarf is only cheering because he's excited that we're freeing him from his gopher or his Groundhog Day existence.
Once again, I will make mention. I pity if you run into him in the FF1 bonus fiends, because he's there and he's not happy.
That's fine. I'll phase him out of that existence too. Whenever I find him, it's fine.
Fair enough. So, congratulations on taking your gold champ title.
Oh, thank you.
I'm-
You know, it's look, going back to the OJ Power Hour a few weeks back, I repeated as a champion. However, it was not as the grand champion. So
No,
I guess there's something there.
there is something to be said for bowing out gracefully. But you still managed to get yourself a nice consolation prize as the gold champ, which is not too bad. So you found that Topher was Topher, the ship was in Provoca, and then you took the War Mech when you found it and got, I'm gonna say, probably very lucky with those nuke rolls. The first time, because you hit like 350, 353, and it's like, oh, well then, you might as well just get a free War Mech.
Yeah, I mean, when you have 3 nuke casters, I feel like it's a misplay to leverage it. And I say this as somebody who got bounced out of a spring tournament to 4 red mages with level 1 nuke a few years back. So, you know, I've learned and embraced that lesson in my life.
That is fair. Maddie, meanwhile, has reacquired the floater. I don't know if she got bounced out of something. Also, got a big handoff to you, sir, for the full cures during the Chaos fight, taking full advantage of the items. And, of course, knowing that the only item store that would be open is going to have your item in it.
I mean, look, there's got to be something to be said for being the one who made the flag set.
Yep,
so.
that's... We said the same thing when you were in Merch. It's like, he knows it's, like, it's vanilla, right? Well, let's see what Ale does. If Ale goes, it's vanilla. Yeah, it's vanilla.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing with this flag set is recognizing, so with the Fiend Dungeons being random incentive boxes, there's a lot to say for recognizing when you've identified where that air quote loose is within that dungeon, and then knowing when to stop looting boxes in it. It's also a lot to notice, like, when you are effectively in shard go mode, where it's like, look, I'm at 22 out of 28, but I haven't seen Kraken or Key yet. I don't really care about boxes once I've found my key items.
True.
In particular dungeons, so that a lot of the time in this flag set that you can save comes from, like, and I'll throw it there. Say early on we found the key item, like in the first sea chest that we open up in Mermaids. Technically, if you're in essentially like shard no mode, whereas like you know where your last shards are at, there's really no value in picking up any other boxes on any other sea floors because you know you found the item within that sea dungeon.
Correct.
So recognizing that is where a lot of your time saves can come in this flag set.
Although, if I remember correctly, you found Carrie at the end of your last dive, but had checked just the one chest on your way down and happened to contain the shards you needed.
Yeah, so I'm a big fan of hitting up the Asher box on the vampire floor. You know, unfortunately had a house. I'm also a big advocate of, look, the vampire box is only 2 steps to the side. Why not grab it?
I agree.
I agree.
So
yeah, at that point I was hoping for either a shard out of either of those boxes and or like Kraken afterwards. Because that way, if I didn't find a shard, I knew I was at least good.
Yep.
But once I found the shard, then I saw Carrie, I was like, all right, we're good here.
You're fine, yep. So the other thing is resetting out of the power bonk. Decided you didn't need it?
Did I do that?
Yes, you did.
Thank you.
Yeah, we don't need the power bonk. It's fine. I don't even think I probably recognized it. In my quest for speed and power to make Fizzle happy, or proud of me at least, to offset all the ale pleases I got during an earlier race this league season. So yeah, I just honestly, it never even registered that I reset out of it.
Well, unfortunately,
You did immediately going by fast, though, which was nice to see.
Yes. That was a big help getting fast on everybody. Although I believe. Oh, Maddie found.
Yeah, only my black mage had charges, so you know.
Look what Maddie found. That's a lich.
Hey, speed bumps are us.
Wow. And the other thing was walking into left side of Topher and being like, you know what? No, I'm not dealing with Kraken today.
So I found in these flag sets, and maybe I'm just cursed, I guess is the nice way of putting it. Every time I go left, so I'm a big fan of going left in things. You know, Sky 4, the appropriate way to go is left and up. Mid-Topher, the appropriate way to go is left. Walking around the cube floor, the appropriate way to go is left or counterclockwise. It feels like every time I go left in Mid-Topher, I get the Kraken Tia Wombo combo. So I figured, look, as soon as I see one of those two floors first, I'm just going to reset and go right and call it a day.
It was a very, very good call. I don't want to even think about what Kraken or Tia may or may not have had. Oh, look, there's Kraken. Maddie found Kraken, too. So there's Lich.
Cardia Isles.
Cardia
Forest
Isles,
and
yep.
Marsh.
Cardia Isles small, Cardia Isles mouse, and Windfox has his floater. Maddie is... Well, if Maddie gets this, Shard Go mode, still needs to find that loot. But we know where it is. And I believe that was the Elf Prince, was it not?
Loot was Crown turn in, I believe.
Yes, which was Crown, which Maddie does have, so it's just a matter of getting over to Sarda and doing those turn-ins. To the Sarda area. Meanwhile, Maddie getting bodied by a really nasty group of,
Seafood Park Band.
Yeah. It's even the light version. This would be Maddie's. We're gonna fight. We're gonna nuke. fast. Oh boy. How punchy is
Going
Kraken?
back to Wormek, by the way, Matt, I'll recall that you knew where Wormek was early-ish on the encounter table. You went back there for a couple fights.
Oh, I knew.
That was nice to see.
I knew he was going to. As soon as he got through the Wormek the first time, and now you can correct me if I'm wrong on this, but you knew where it was. You knew where it was off the hard reset. You were going to grind on it for at least some levels.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd call it grinding, just taking 2 additional fights. It's more like, you know where it is. We know the EXP ramps up with shards in this particular flag set. So if I feel good with levels for a 100 to 250 scaling, I won't go back. But like if things are really quick and I'm not getting a lot of those high EXP fights along the way, like yeah, absolutely, we know where it's at. We're going back for it should we need it. And I felt like those 2 extra fights were all I really needed to get like up to that 24, 25 break point. So,
well, Maddie takes out Kraken, barely hanging on with just a black wizard left. I don't know what we're doing for that routing, but okay, fine. Just needs to go and do the crown turn in to get that loot. Windfox, on the other hand, now I want to pay attention, picks up the Vorpal.
disappointing.
Got the Vorpal. You have to promote to use it, but he has the Vorpal. Beautiful. That's a beautiful thing to see. And taking a look at what's in Magic. Won't find fast, because that's over in Gaia. Maddie, meanwhile, on everyone's favorite volcano burn floor. Into ice. Into earth. We know where this ends.
The deep dives with all the floors that hadn't been seen and the
Well,
connectors
this
and
one,
things.
I believe, goes to Carrie.
You indeedly do.
Which, my concern at this point is why Maddie's popping boxes. You got warp, true, you can make it quick, but
Low chest density, not so relevant.
well, the thing
I
is,
think this is the, I don't want to miss the loose loot somewhere.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm thinking as well. Because I've done that and it really hurts. Ah!
Yeah, and I don't think
Okay.
I saw the
Saber ball.
There's
incentive
the
item.
saber.
Oh yeah.
So what did
So I didn't reset out of
What
the
did you-
bonk.
So you must have reset out of
Defense sword.
It's the only thing left.
We knew it was an item,
You went
like
pretty
an
fast
equipment,
though.
and it was negative something.
Yep, there it
Yeah,
is right
I
there.
reset out the defense sword because I already had the ruse stick from early, and I was like, I don't need a second ruse item. It's fine. We'll be okay.
Alright, so Windfox.
That makes sense.
Windfox is also in Shard Go mode. This is a hunt for that loot. Now we know where it is. Who will find it first? Now Maddie's gonna end up in Tia floor, which is not helpful, but picked up a Saber Bonk, so could just exit out. Windfox, meanwhile, is into the Cardia Isles Forest, which is Sky. So, I gotta ask, Ale, completely unbiased, who are you pulling for the next ladder champion for Season 4?
Season 4.
Because the winner does get to remake the flag sets.
So let me go pull up the standings real quick so I can give a accurate answer there.
Well, here's who's in the finals. It is going to be Phoenix, Chanigan, Woobear, and Darkmoon.
Woobear is a giant monolith in the community as of late. Did really well in the past winter tournaments. Made kind of a statement here in the current Lefeinian League. I'd say he's probably the favorite. I like Phoenix. He's a co-op Fall League competitor slash teammate of mine. Chanigan's. Chanigan.
Yes, Chanigan.
It's always a pleasure to race against him. I think Darkmoon's the dark horse here. I mean, he took it to myself. He took it to Phoenix during this particular season. So I think if he has a really good night where he just plays it correctly, I think he can take it. My honest prediction, I'm gonna go with Woobear.
We're going with Woo Bear. Is that, no, that's your prediction. Oh, Maddie has found Northwest Castle. That's the loot. That's your prediction. Who would you like to see take whose flags would you like to play next year's?
So we played Shenanigans already in Season 2. Not to say I wouldn't love to play Shenanigan Electric Boogaloo Redux. I think I'd like to see either Woo Bear or Phoenix, just because like we've seen a little bit of Taste of Darkmoon's craziness during a couple of the line flags and everything.
Dark flags, yep.
I think we're there. But I'd like to see like the take that either Phoenix or Woo Bear put on things, because everyone kind of has their own take on or spin on how they want to craft flags. So I'd like to get a glimpse inside the madness, basically.
Now, I mean, I'm gonna go with personally Chanigan, because he'll turn the old fiends on all the time, and that makes me happy. But Maddie is now at 1 hour 12:44 into Toph, taking the left path changing her mind and going the other way. Very, very good idea. Windfox still opening boxes, probably wondering if the loot is loose. Okay, Maddie pulls up the Lich, gonna nuke, gonna fight. Well, it's Lich, it's not gonna matter, it never lives long. Maddie also with one fewer character than Alehead coming in here, so more targets. Ghost Pirate, I think that's a good question for Ale. Ale, are the Phoenix flags as good as his puns?
Oh, they're amazing.
There you have it. Spoken from Ale right there.
See, the best thing about Phoenix flags is like his puns work on several levels. So it's like you look at him and you think you've got it figured out, and then you get like that unexpected like left hook out of nowhere, and then you look and it's like, oh, he's hitting me with a water balloon. Never mind. So it's like it looks awful coming in, and then you realize it's actually okay.
Well, there you have it. It's going to be interesting to see some Phoenix flags. Oh, there goes the Black Wizard. And Carrie's still standing. More nukes. Carrie not standing no more. Alright, Maddie punched the ticket to Chaos.
It was interesting when you were going through the Fiend fight sale that your casters kept taking the hits instead of the Knight. Let's see if the same thing holds true for Maddie's fight against Chaos.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm always happy when a caster takes a hit, especially when you have free life and free cure 4 items.
Yep.
Here we go.
White shirt.
Shuffled around. White shirt coming
Roost
out.
stick.
Going with the swing. Going with the roost. Or white shirt, roost stick, and fast. There we go.
Gotta get the fast one. Okay, Chaos punches that red mage pretty hard in the face. White shirt again.
But the red mage survived, which is impressive. Temper coming out with another cast of the cruise. No,
not anymore.
There's no life cast left though, because that's a black mage and a knight. So, not gonna bring that up because I don't know if No, the life cast the Phoenix Downs are not enabled in battle.
They'll work. They should.
Oh.
If Life 1 works, they should work, because it's just basically almost a carbon copy of that. But at this point, I don't think it... Now, we know Chaos has Swirl. We saw that on Ale's side. We're sabering up.
Saber and Temper.
Nope.
Wants to get as much damage as possible, but having that Cyberpunk and the Roost Stick, he has the ability to spare and he already has fast cast out, so.
Okay, here we go. Is it time for a crit loop? Time for a crack. Time for a swing. Swing! I think
damage, 400, 900, 400.
There's the swirl.
Swirl comes out, doesn't get the kill.
Wow.
7 hits for 800. This is good damage. It could totally get the finish.
And I'm going to assume that would be Windfox forfeiting out as we have lost his stream. But that's it!
Yes.
Maddie has punched Chaos out with a nice big massa with an official racetime.gg of 1 hour 15:29, and I believe is already in the booth.
I have the power to be here.
You do. You have that ability.
GG.
GG's.
Thank you, thank you. Ale absolutely dominated. I'm guessing my routing was absolute trash.
I wouldn't necessarily say this was a problem with routing.
Yeah,
This
there were
was
so many really deep entrances. Oh,
Probably the biggest divergence point was the fact that Ale took the crazy step of fighting Warmech on the first dive in and getting that early kill on Tia, which gave him a levels advantage and shards advantage that he just kind of steamrolled with.
yeah, I definitely thought about taking Tia, but I'm like, no, I'm like level 15 with a Masa. That's not that good. I also didn't have Temper or Fast, and I'm just like, I'm going to die to like one shot.
neither did Ale. Ale walked in, killed the Warmech, exited out, healed up, and then walked back in and killed Tia.
Yeah.
The madman.
Did I exit out?
Nope.
No,
You
he
used
didn't.
Phoenix to
Phoenix
rise
downs
up, and
just
then you
went.
fought, and your fighter died both fights.
Yes. Your fighter just
Yeah,
could not stay up.
I'd say that makes more sense. I'm pretty sure with Nuke I would have just kept going, especially with our free life in tier 4 charges.
Yeah, you had many more nuke mages than I did. I just had the one in the black mage I picked up later because I'm like, I'm not gonna find fast at a low level. I'm gonna need to at least get the black mage because I was ready to two-man this with a fighter and a red mage.
Yeah, so I started with taking Fighter Black just because I always hate running C's and finding like black or Temper / Fast being black wizard locked. So like if I had the choice, I'm gonna take Fighter Black to start with. And then when we found red mages in Elfland, I initially didn't pick them up, and then I went back after checking another entrance or two. I was like, you know what? We're just gonna run with more nuke casters. We're gonna call it a day. So that's what we did.
That's what you did.
Yeah.
WinFox will be declining an interview. It's fine. Maddie, I have a question though.
I have an answer.
Did you forget Bahamut's Horde was on?
I may have not seen that Bahamut's Horde was on, so I walked in and I'm like, okay, I need to remember that Tail will be here.
Yeah, we
and then
noticed
left.
that when you walked in. It's like, and she walks back out.
Yeah, I may have I may have oopsied a little bit. But it's fine. I found ship like 3 seconds later.
You did. You did.
Yeah,
So, Maddie,
that didn't help.
I want to ask the same question that I asked of Ale.
Sure.
No bias at all. Who, out of the 4 competitors in Opal, who are you hoping is going to take the championship?
I mean, Dark Moon taught me. I gotta stand Dark Moon a little bit. He also gave me my beautiful duck, so I gotta stand Dark Moon a little bit.
Okay, so it's
There'll be a little bit of Dark Moon standing.
Okay, so that's gonna be a Dark Moon and a Woo Bear. So that means next year it could be Dark flags all around. Just so you know.
I mean, you know what? I'm down for Dark flags. He tends to at least play things that are fun.
Wow, rude.
I was waiting for that. Someone had to say it.
Yeah.
You mean my flags aren't fun, Maddie? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh no. Like,
Well,
if we had been doing Capitalism Ho, I would have been all in on this race, just hyped, because I really liked those ones.
This was
See, I thought about rolling that one and just picking it instead of letting FFRbot decide our fate, but my fear was that we were going to find like the Warmech in the second box, and then it would be like an 18-minute broadcast, and I wanted this to like draw it a little bit for the viewers. So
That's totally fair.
That
I
is
mean,
fair.
I wouldn't have picked it against me because the races that got me into gold were all Capitalism Ho with forced two-man, so I got really good at those settings.
Meanwhile, I would pass along that WinFox is in chat and says his vote is for Woo Bear as well.
I mean, Woo Bear's an amazing racer. I will not take that away from, like,
Nope.
Woo Bear probably has it. But like I said, I gotta stand Dark Moon. He's a friend. I gotta pull the Leaf strategy, if y'all hockey players know.
What, losing every time?
quick exit in the playoffs.
Oh, it's so acceptable.
All right.
Totally fine. But, Fabian, I'd say Dark Side of the Moon just because I'm a huge Pink Floyd fan. Although the Chan again. Okay, where's Phoenix when you need him? I know where he is. Don't worry. I know what
He's sleeping. It's an early bird guy.
he's not sleeping. I know what he's doing.
I
See,
should
all right,
be
so
sleeping.
for me, the Shanigan actually goes back a couple years because there was a certain fall league season 2 to 3 years ago where Shanigan subbed in for his team twice in 1 week. Well, he had his race and he subbed in again later in the week, and I'm like, wait, it's Chan again? Like,
Oh.
this isn't fair. Like, he's gonna stomp all of us. Like, why is he racing twice? So I've kind of stuck with that little joke for a couple years now.
I honestly can't complain about that. No, my theory is that Phoenix is sitting, watching TV to figure out how bad his life is going to be tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
But that is not the point. I think, seeing as how we're getting long in the tooth here, we should move to final thoughts, and we will start with you, Ale, our gold medalist for Season 3 of the Lefeinian Ladder. What do you have to say, my friend? These were your flags. I gotta say, as a runner in the ladder, I enjoyed them quite thoroughly. But as the departing champion, any maybe words of wisdom for the new champion, or anything in general?
No, I mean, I think the fun thing about Lefeinian League is you're not really bound by any kind of variety of constraints or we have to make things air quotes competitive on air quotes. And like for me, harking back to like the conversation on the OJ Power Hour, like I enjoy having themes or having like experiences or stories behind the flags and making them all kind of play a little bit differently. So I'm really excited to see someone else's take on what they feel like good flags look like. Because I mean, that's where I draw a lot of fun within the community. Like I treat a lot of races like sight reading music. I don't like practicing them before I run them. I just like running them and seeing how things go. Mm-hmm. And I'm really keen to see who wins the Opal Champ and what kind of flags they can come up with for Season 4.
That'd be real interesting. Maddie, our runner-up tonight in the gold finals. Final thoughts.
Yay. Well, I mean, my final thoughts are it's probably completely appropriate that I hung up my duckling mantle, like last night, and picked up my Platypus one, because to be here means Season 4, I'm coming. We'll do one of those eye things, because I'm going to have to defend this position come Season 4, which I'm not looking forward to. So I'm going to have to get good enough to defend it and take Opal. We're going full Opal next year.
You challenged me first. I will challenge you first.
Oh, yay. I look forward to my inevitable downfall.
Winter tournament flags, just never again. Never again.
Alright, never again.
Alright.
Just bring them back next year when I'm least expecting it.
Please don't. Mm-hmm. Over to my friend and my co-com, Savian Hawk. What do you got to say for your final thoughts, sir?
Honestly, GG's to the runners. Excellent show. Very interesting flag sets. And until we realized that cities weren't shuffled, it was like, what did I give them? So easy.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. That was pretty good. Anything else?
Thank you to RPG Limit Break for hosting us. Thank you, Oslato, for doing our restreaming as well as co-comming with me. And obviously, thank you to our tracker duo of Softnum and Ghost Pirates. Always happy to have a couple extra hands to make notes for the things that we sure as heck would have forgotten.
Absolutely. This can be kind of a crazy job when you're sitting here running the whole show. I've done it. I did it. Ale was there. He saw it. I did the whole restream comms and tracking for the dumpster fire that he gave Darkmoon that day. Anyway, we're not going to talk about that. Yes.
We should.
I as well would like to thank our trackers. I'd like to thank the Avian for being here. Thank RPG Limit for hosting us. I also want to thank everyone who's participated in the Lefeinian Ladder. I know it's not over yet, but we're kind of wrapping it up. And I'm going to throw out a plug, because once again, tomorrow on the Final Fantasy Entertainment channel, that's right, the OJ Power Hour is back again. We got a star-studded show coming up for you. We got some legends coming on to talk about the history of the Randomizer, some funny moments, some memes you may have forgotten. Sonny Wrath's 11's going to be there. I think Gregory's going to be there. Will Bloodworth, because he's going to show up. And I believe we have Fizzle as well. It's going to be great. Come on, show up. If you got some questions about the past of the Randomizer, send them into the mailbag. We're more than happy to answer them for you. And yeah, we look forward to seeing everybody there. And with that, I want to say, once again, thank you to RPG Limit Break. Thank you, the fans, for showing up to watch this. Without you, there's no point in putting this on. Thank you to the runners, GGs, and thank you for the staff for the Lefeinian ladder, the Chanigan, Dark Moon, Ale, people. I'm sure I'm forgetting people. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing who wins in the Opal, and we will be back next season. And with that, I am Oslodo, and I will see you in the next round.